Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to this video. My name is Mikey, and I'm on a mission to help 1 million people learn how to use AI agents before AI agents use all of us. And in today's video, I'm talking about should you vibe code that idea that you just had? Should you vibe code that app you just had? If you don't know what vibe coding is, it's the new revolution where there's tons of cool software apps out there, websites like Replit and many others, where you can just type in your idea and it will create all the code. It'll do everything for you. Now, the question is, should you actually pursue that idea and not waste hours and hours and days and days and days and really honestly weeks and weeks and weeks of your time? And if you haven't done that yet, then you probably haven't tried vibe coding. And my hope is in this video, it's going to save you hours and hours and weeks and days and years of time. So the first question really is, what is your idea to validate it? Is it a painkiller idea or is it a vitamin? A painkiller would be something that solves a burning pain. People are searching for it, they're constantly out there looking for it because it's a problem that they have. Or is it a vitamin where it's a supplement? It's nice to have, it's added to what you're already doing. And also, that makes it really hard to sell unless you're Apple, right? And you got to ask yourself, does this solve a painful, frequent, expensive, or emotional problem? And if you haven't ever owned a business before or been in business, that's the rule number one of really business is you want to have something that people want all the time and it actually solves a big problem that many people want. Apple has so much demand and also so much money that they really can advertise in a very unique way that everyone gets very confused about. And it's not something that actually everybody can do. So, really, what is does your idea solve a problem? How big is the problem? Very simply. Then the next thing would be to go obviously and Google it and look for validation in the marketplace of does this idea actually exist already? And is there anyone out there that actually would continue to want it? Is there a ton of apps already doing it? Or is it something where there's nothing going on and it's more of a blue ocean where there's so much possibility and potential with it, right? So a green flag, go ahead for it, would be people are already paying for something similar. That immediately says, oh my gosh, if people are paying for it, also if there's ads running for your idea, if you search for your idea in any way you possibly can think of, are there ads currently running for that? And then a red flag would be, are you trying to educate the market? And I've been in business for 15 years. And the biggest problem is if you have to educate anyone about what your app idea, what your business idea is, you immediately lost. Now, don't get me wrong here, okay? Education is sales, and that's really annoying and confusing, but it is the truth. And I know anyone out there that understands what I'm saying understands that. But too much education in your sales equals low sales. So you have to have a balance where the market is already somewhat informed and all you're doing is just providing the solution on top of what they already know so you don't have to kind of be the first one to it and waste all your money doing that. It's a big trap to try to educate people. So if people don't understand your idea within one sentence, then really I would not pursue that app idea no matter how great or revolutionary it could be. Number 3 would be talk to 10 buyers. Okay, now this is the best way, and I'm gonna give you the real tea right now. This is the number one way to start any idea validation before you waste any time, any money, before you vibe code, before you touch anything. Okay, you go out there and you say, hey, I'm gonna create this app. Are you interested in being a beta of whatever the levels of testers, any of you coders out there and programmers out there know the levels of testers that you can be. And you get 10, 20, 100 people willing, either for free usually, to give you feedback as you're going. Because really, the best way to build anything is to have constant user testing, have people constantly iterating and telling you, yes, make this, no, don't make this, right? And then what's fantastic, let's just say you get 100 people and they're in your beta test. And this is before you write any code. You just have an idea. If you can get 100 people to actually say yes to your idea, then you're pretty sure you can sell that idea, because that's the hardest thing to do, is just convince people to take your idea down and run with it, right? So doing that will then create your pre-launch audience, and it will tell you exactly how much to charge and do everything. 100% of the failures in business come from people trying to start a business before they've ever actually have a clue about what the actual customers want. And so it's the easiest way is to do everything backwards. So if you're going to vibe code anything, if you're going to create anything, just do it all backwards. Go out there and find people first that maybe will be interested in your idea, and then vibe code everything that they need and solve their problems and solve their issues. Okay. So, like, for example, I have a 12-week course that I am doing, right? I have not made the whole course yet. I'm making it over 12 weeks. So, that's something that you can do as well, because it doesn't require a lot of upfront time and investment on your end, as long as you can fulfill, which I 100% will and can, and allows you to be able to invest your time only spending it when you're actually doing profit making things. So another thing would be to go and pitch businesses to actually give you an idea and help, and you'll make it for them for free, and you could start learning and build an app that way, or they can pay you afterwards, something like that. Anyways, number four is uh find a clear path. Okay, who pays, how often, how much, how can you start charging early? Is it a one-time fee, is it monthly, is it performance? And this is really your offer creation when it comes to this is almost like if you listen to Mr. Beast talk about making videos, they'll make the thumbnail first, which is like the most it's so, some people will think that's a little bit backwards. Oh, why would you make the thumbnail and go make the video? Well, it's the same idea. If you want to go make an app or vibe code or start an agency or start a business, go find the people first and then create that app and that business around them, and then craft an offer that is really based off of what they're saying, what their needs are, what their specifics are, and then as much information as you can to find out what sort of pricing will work. Obviously, look in the market and figure it out, but you don't want to undercharge. And everyone's scared of charging too much for anything. But if you're solving a problem, then you can charge as much as you want, as long as it actually fulfills and actually solves that problem, provides that solution. Okay, build the cheat code first. It can be a no code prototype or sold as something, but really, obviously, you want to build something as least amount of time. So, like, literally, I've spent 16 hours vibe coding stuff and wasted my complete time doing that. So instead, what you can do is obviously use Claude or use whatever your favorite LLM is, then go get a workflow created or something like that. I would just go hire someone on Upwork, to be honest, rather than try and figure out if you can build it yourself. If you think you can validate the idea, but again, the best thing to do is to do this after you have a group of people already interested. Don't start coding anything, don't start vibing anything, don't start building anything until you actually have people interested. The hardest thing you can do is try and do cold outreach sales. And I have some videos coming out about that, because it is very valuable to actually do cold outreach sales, but it's very, very difficult to do. And to sell anything to anyone without having an audience is basically a waste of your time. So do not go out there and do that. Okay. Now, the real way that you're going to make money to validate your app idea is, can you acquire a customer and how much can you make off of them, right? Testing with small paid ads is a really good way, because you're probably asking yourself, well, how do I find these 100 people that are going to be interested in my app idea or anything like that, right? And honestly, the fastest way to do that is either, if you're able to, go make YouTube videos like this, start creating a bunch of videos and saying, hey, I got this idea. Please join my beta group. I'd love to get you a part of this to validate my idea. The faster you can validate these ideas in the marketplace, the faster your vibe code will work. Everybody's talking about a one man agency owner world, But honestly, none of that's going to happen if there's not high level execution happening very rapidly. And that needs to happen. And the fastest way that is going to happen is by getting people interested in an idea before you waste your time on it. And paid ads, you could spend $1 a day on Facebook ads and get five people, honestly, on your email list interested in your idea, or even more than that. It's very inexpensive to go out there and use paid advertising to actually go and reach people to start validating your ideas. And that would be if you don't want to put your face on YouTube and make YouTube videos, you can go out there and start running ads. Meta or Google, get them onto your email list interested in your actual beta program. And that way, then you can easily start this immediately. So if you have an app idea and you're like, this is 100%, I want to run with this. Instead of the fast track is you run Facebook ads, lead ads. They go to a lead form on there. You don't even need a web page for that. They go exactly onto that lead page, onto that form, goes into whatever your CRM is or into your N8N if you have any workflows built out for automation. And then you start communicating with them. I mean, if you really are serious, get on a call with them and ask them, hey, what are you experiencing with this issue, with this problem? This is what my app is trying to solve. I'd love to help you out, these types of things. This is super, super important and valuable because I know every single person on my channel is trying to make money vibe coding, doing AI agents, doing some kind of AI creation of an app idea. So if you do not validate your app idea, you'll only just waste your time and money. And I'm not here about to let you do that. Okay. So the last thing, and this is a double-edged sword, okay? Because if you watch like Hermosi or if you watch any of these really big level business guys, okay, they are going to say some stuff to you that honestly you will be confused about. And the biggest thing here is, are you passionate about your app idea? Now, I would say that doesn't matter, and that's true. What does matter though is if you don't have any sort of interest in your app and it's all just based off of other people's problems, it's just a lot harder to build something that actually makes money because you really need to understand the mind of the customer, of the end user, of the end person you're trying to sell to. The more you can enter the conversation that's already happening in the mind of the person in your market, then you will be able to create any solution for them, whether it's an app or whatever it is that will actually make you money because they feel like it was created directly for them. Okay. So if you're creating something that you'll use yourself, that's number 1, probably the easiest way, right? But then you obviously need that market validation, and then in order to really grow it, it's not gonna happen overnight. 6 months would be something to where you could validate it in the marketplace, but really moving to where you're making money, it's gonna take you 6 months to a year before you hit any sort of starting to actually make money. Now, you could do a lot faster if you go through these steps because you can't just make something, put it out there, and then have money flowing from it, right? You really do need to validate exactly what you're asking for. Okay. So if you have any questions or you need some templates to help start your automation business or automate processes in your business or automate starting to get passive income flowing on your side hustle, right? Go to my website, mikey.ai. I have free templates for you. I have a ton of free training that I send you that actually really does help you start learning just to get your head wrapped around how you can start doing these things. I'm not making high promises here. I wish there was get rich quick in this world. I wish there was, but unfortunately, it is really annoying. So, if you know high level development and coding, which I think it's about 50-50 in this space, you got engineers, you got IT people that understand how to do all the coding, but then they don't understand the marketplace and being able to actually take their idea and then put it into the market and actually sell it. And then you got entrepreneurs and marketers that are trying to figure out the coding space and all the AI agencies. Okay, I can help both of you because I am right down the middle almost perfectly. I'm just not as heavy into the coding world as I wish I should have been, but I didn't waste a lot of time learning unnecessary languages. Okay. I do have a system. It's a 12-week system that I'm going through, and it guarantees that you will be able to master all the things that actually are important for AI agents, whether you're trying to build an AI agency or you're a marketing agency that is actually trying to is a marketing agency that actually is trying to figure out. That's what I'm realizing. Every marketing agency now, if they don't have the word AI on them, then they're pretty much going to fail. Or you have an app idea or something like that. Over the 12-week time period, you're going to learn everything you need to learn in order to have a successful business online and use AI to be able to leverage all of that, no matter what type of iteration or what type of business you're trying to do. So if you're interested, go check that out. Also, if you're interested in working with me one on one over 4 weeks, one on one, I'll work with you one on one. We'll meet once a week over 4 weeks. And whatever your idea is, I'll help you either kill it if it's going to be something that's just going to waste your time and money, and then figure out a better solution or something that will actually work. Or if your idea is great, then really just go through the process we went through, because that's super important to go through all of those levels, and then be able to actually start launching that, get it working, and then get it to where you're on a path for profitability. Okay, you can go and check all of those out. And yes, got one comment here. Thanks for watching, everybody. Yes, seventh is the most important one. I do agree with you. I'm just going to go back through these here real quick because I think it's important. Painkiller or vitamin? What is your idea going to do? I'm going to say stick with the painkillers. You only do the vitamins when you have a crap ton of money to advertise. Okay. Vitamins are expensive to advertise. You can make a ton of money, but you really got to educate. And that is the problem, right? So get out there, go look for validation in your marketplace. Number one is, are there ads running already for this idea? Is there anything being sold for this idea? Are there things on Amazon? Anything that's related to this pain point that you're trying to solve. And then that would probably be like, yes, so there's something here, right? But how good is something here? Go talk to people. Try and build a beta list, a pre launch list, whatever type of way you can, whether it's friends and family, whatever the case, and continue building up from there, right? Find a clear path to your monetization by building an audience first. Build the audience first before you touch code, before you vibe code. How do you build the audience? You can go out there on YouTube like I'm doing now. You can use your Facebook ads, say, hey, this is my idea. I'd love for you to join my beta for free to help me build this, right? Then build something, a prototype, because obviously it's going to be hard for people to buy into your idea before you have something that you can show them, because most people don't just take their people's word for it. So figure out some sort of iteration, whether it just be some screenshots or some sort of working something that you can really actually go and show people and use to build out your audience. And then once you have an audience, you really want to figure out the best path that you can use to monetize them. And the fastest way to get an audience to monetize would be through paid advertising, using ads to go out there. $1 a day minimum. You can start building your email list. Your text message list is more important to be able to do that, right? Then the last thing, and I would say it's hit or miss here, okay? Because you don't have to be obsessed with your business idea, but you have to understand the person's pain better than them. Okay. The more you understand what is your solution and how it solves someone's problem, the better you understand that, better than the person that has the problem, the better your business is going to be, because you're always going to be able to communicate what your app does, what your thing does, right? And that's just saying, oh, this is an app that does an AI agent for voice or whatever. It can't be something generic, because that's what everybody else is doing right now, is everything extremely generic. So I really highly recommend that you don't do anything like that. Okay. So thank you all for joining me in this video. Again, you can go to my website, mikey.ai. I have a bunch of free stuff. So go there, get on my email list. I have a great amount of information I'll send to you that's really going to help you out. And then if you are interested in, if you need help with AI agents, hit me up, get on my email list, email me, or I have some offers out there if you're looking to learn and you want to spend these next 12 weeks really committed and focused. That's the goal. That's why I have a course. It's not about learning the information because, as we know, all that information already exists on YouTube, right? But having it be focused for you and helping you commit to actually doing your idea and making it sure that it doesn't waste your time, and then learning every other trick and hack you can do to actually promote, market, promote, and market what it is that you think you should be doing, whether that's build an agency, do some sort of side hustle, side gig, or convert your existing business into something that is heavily revolved around AI, right? Let me know if you got any questions. I really look forward to talking to you guys soon and more. Otherwise, I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Comment, let me know what you're working on. I'd love to talk to you guys. See you in the next video.